Yo yo yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video on this channel with me today from CcSpeedUk. So doing something a little bit different in today's video, here to explain about 7 things what we need on F124, the game. Just coming out in a month and a half's time, so about that, around that time on F124. So just some ideas, and some of these fixing, some of these bring something to come back onto F124 in a month and a half's time, and something like that. I hope everyone's agree or disagree on me, so a few things I'm going to say on there. So the first thing on my list is starting from the pit lane, where if you have a crash in quali, or if you have something issue with the engine supplier in career mode, or if you're doing it online, I would say you can do that or that, starting from the back or starting from the pit lane. You can choose what you want. Yeah, so I think it's a good way to, another fresh thing, a good idea for a new mode and all that, just for online or career mode as well. Like you have a crash in quali or something, issues in the engine supplier or durability problems and all that in career mode, that'll be a little bit interesting from starting from the pit lane and all that, and see how you go from there, like last to a podium or something, or maybe a pit lane to a podium maybe, so like that, so around that time. So a little bit interesting to come back and fresh, a little bit something different, and that'd be a good way to something different on there. So number 2 is cosplay. I did explain about cosplay a few times. I think cosplay needs to be fixed more often and make it better for online. If you want to race on different players on platform, that would be fantastic for online. Maybe for league races as well, and of course fire nappers as well, what I'm doing right now in the back of the screen, just for fun and all that. So yeah, I think cosplay needs to be fixing, so I know that's another thing needs fixing. Need to fix that more often by EA and Sports Postmasters, where they're called, so I think that's what they need to do. Number 3 is fixing penalty systems, warnings, and of course grid penalties as well. Needs fixing as well, similar to crossplay, but this one is different types of when you're racing and all that. Because of the warnings, like you go off the white 9 into a warning, or 3-second penalty, or 2-second penalty if you're over the white 9, like over more than 3 times and all that. Warnings, like and also penalty systems, sometimes a bit harsh, or sometimes a warning in a weird way and all that. And also I did explain about I think it was a week ago, about penalties are a bit harshly sometimes. I'll put that video in the description, because I did explain about the penalty systems and all that. So I think penalty systems, warnings, and grid penalties is fixing as well, because of like if you're doing a one shot or doing a short quali or full quali in league races, or sometimes online as well, depends what you're doing on there. I think you need to get rid of it and make it better for league races, online and all that, and also make it harsh penalties to get rid of it, grid penalties to get rid of it as well. You can turn it off or on if you want to. That'll make it interesting for league races. And also online, you can turn it off as well. You can have it on as you like. You can turn it off so you don't have to worry about that, and of course and all that. And warnings just make it a little bit fixable, understanding all there and all that. So make it interesting online and all that. Number 4 is my team career mode needs freshening up, because you've got a new drivers career mode coming out on F124. Saw that in the announcement trailer. There's going to be a new drivers career mode, so a little bit different. I said they're going to refresh it a little bit in drivers career mode. They should do the same on my team as well. Not just refreshing the menu, timetable, like you skip the calendar and all that, and of course the menu as well, like you go to apartment, upgrades, choosing your teammate, and of course sponsors as well. I think that needs freshening us up as well, and of course other stuff's on there needs freshening as well, like that. And also some upgrades You should have the tree, like the family tree. So like you go to a tree and you upgrade each part of the, like the chassis side, the aero side, the power side, and of course durability as well. Make it into a tree like it was on 2017 all the way up to 2019. I think I get that right. They had the tree at the time, all that. Makes it interesting to make it fresher a little bit. Bring it back. A little bit interesting with the family tree. And then, instead of having online for the past 3 or 4 years and all that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking my team should be refreshing. Including Driver's Career Mode as well, because that's freshing as well. You should do the same on my team as well, so like that. So make it fresh for a little bit in there. And that'd be fantastic for some players and are returning and all that. For not just my team, but Career Mode as well, and other stuff as well, all that. And number 5 is design your own race gear, annuities, and race number as well. You can have your own design, annuities, and race gear anyway. That's not bad at the moment. I think you need more designs and more patterns on the car. Not just my team career mode, but you can do it on online as well, like 5 nappers, 25% race. That'll make it interesting, your own annuity on the car and all that. Makes it a little bit interesting for some players and some fast players as well, including myself as well, some YouTubers. Make it a little bit interesting, all that. And then also your own race number would be very interesting, because I know in normal teams got their own race number, so that's fine if it's like normal career mode and all that. But if you have your own race number, like not just my team or driver's career mode, but you can do it online as well, so that'll make it a little bit interesting and all that. I'd say creating your own race number would be not a bad shout, I think. That would be a good idea, actually. Your own patterns, your own design, your annuity on the car, and your race gear as well, like your helmet, suit, and gloves and all that. Your own design patterns, your own stylish, and of course your own race number as well. That would be a fantastic, so like that. So that's an interesting shout, so on my list. So hopefully you can have your own patterns one day, your own design, your own patterns, and all that kind of stuff. On your annuities, your race number, and of course gear as well. That'd be fantastic and all that. So, not a bad shout, but that might be a good idea to create your own design and all that. Number 6 is classic cars and classic tracks. Need to be back on to F1 games. Not just F1 24, but in the future and all that. Classic cars was not a bad idea. I think last time we had it was on F1 2020, so it wasn't actually a bad idea at the time. But they need to bring classic cars one day, just for fun, and make it the game, and make it a little bit interesting as well, in case we need some ideas and all that. And also classic tracks, like in the DLC. So we already got some in the DLC, like Portimao, China, and France. In the DLC, they should do one for Hockenheim, Malaysia, and of course Insan Park in Turkey. I think 3 those tracks what we all like at the time. I say bring those back, make it better, and I know it needs some updating, but bring those 3 back onto the DLC on the F1 games. That would be fantastic for some players, and also some players on league races as well. And of course YouTube as well, myself and all that. I say bring them back. And then also Brands Hatch in the 80s. I remember that on 2013 at the time. It was really good. So I say bring Brands Hatch on there. Would be fantastic. And of course there's one in Spain as well. Somewhere around that time. It was on 2013 as well. Same as Brands Hatch. That circuit, if you know what I mean. I think bring that back on there as well. That'd be fantastic for some players and all that. And also some players returning and all that. So yeah, so I think classic tracks, classic cars will be a good way to come back. Just to make the game interesting, make some players returning, and of course, and also have some fun online and all that. And of course, time trial. Can use it in career mode as well, like change it around the calendar a little bit, just make it interesting and all that. So just for fun ways and all that, like that or something. And also, finally, number 7 is new challenges and new modes. Like you got some new challenges, like you do it in my team career mode. Like you try to get some cash for the team, for like for your teammate upgrades and other stuff on there. I would say you can use those for challenges and just try to beat the time or beat the distance or beat how many places you gain to get gold or bronze or silver and all that in challenges and all that. It could be any types of challenges. I was thinking 1 or 2 new challenges, maybe like time trial, like you do a lap and try to beat that time or something. Any time, like bronze or gold or silver and all that. And then also the other one is like how many places you gained to see if you can get the gold time or try and get the bronze time and all that. Some other challenges like checkpoint challenges, through the gates, average speed, time attack, and of course average speed as well, to try to beat those. Well, what you gotta do try to beat the bronze time and all that, or gold or whatever, and also rival duel as well, when you try to beat the rival 3 times to get the gold. So yeah, so that's not a bad shout. You can do that in challenging modes, and then also in new modes like no rules racing, demolition derby, and of course going backwards for racing backwards. 3 or 5 laps, depending what vehicle you're using, and also any track you like. And then that'll be a good way to have fun. Submission damage, no rules, quite interesting. You can cut the corners instead of no rules. Just try find the quickest way, and then also you can take the shovel out if you want to, but it's your call. And demolition derby is simulation only, no rules. You can just race to the frag, or you can take someone out. Make sure you don't damage yourself, because if you damage yourself, you've been DNF'd and you're being eliminated and all that. Animation mode was okay at the time, but we need some new modes like that. So makes it interesting to make the players come back to the F1 games and all that. I think no rules racing and demolition derby, and also racing backwards, any 3 or 5 laps, depending what vehicle you're using. And then to make the modes interesting, so for online. I say for online only, and of course maybe Grand Prix as well, but I'm not sure about that. But I think racing online would be fantastic and all that. And of course new challenges, just try to beat the gold or bronze time, and then see what you can do on there in challenging modes. They should do a new mode for challenges, and that would be a good way to do it. Instead of doing it in my team, like try to get cash and all that. Just try. Nobody cares about it on F1 23 compared to F1 22. So make it fresh a little bit and make it like that. So yeah, that's my 7 things for today's video. What needs freshing? What needs fixable? What needs to come back to the F1 games? And of course, fixing and all that, and also some ideas and all that along the way. Not just myself, but maybe everyone agrees on it, or maybe some disagree on it, but it doesn't matter of what I'm saying about these new things I'm doing. So yeah, so make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it a lot. That'll give me support and all that. Yeah, so I want to say thank you for the past about few days now. Appreciate it a lot. Yeah, so you guys have a nice week. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy your day. And see you there.